Hi, this is the Utah Defender, and because I've had so many requests for addresses, I want to go over the following addresses. To the left side, the Judicial Conduct Commission, there's the address, and send the request to investigate and have removed from the bench and disbarred Judge John Carl Inchowski for unlawful arrest of Chase Allen. That's why you would be writing them. The next one is the Attorney General of Utah. His address is actually the P.O. Box, but I gave his whole address. I have his phone number. You can also call him and ask for an investigation into the Chase Allen murder and an investigation into Troy Rollins' misdealings and lies and an OCIC cover-up investigation. Ask the Attorney General to investigate those things from his office. On the right side is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and there's the lady's name. I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to say it. It looks beautiful, the name, but I'm not going to try to say it. Anyway, I didn't give the phone number. It's best just to write the Federal Bureau of Investigation, as it is best to write the Judicial Conduct Commission. And the next one is Davis County District Attorney's Office, Troy Rollins. You can write him a letter about your feelings towards the bullcrap investigation that he had his OCIC investigators do. I heard it was the Sheriff's Department and Bountiful Police Department. And again, he's the guy that says, just because we know you have a gun and we don't like you, we can shoot you to death. So there's his phone number, 801-451-4300. The next one is the Records Office, which I told you about, where they said, oh, we only can provide records. Bull crap. Grammar requests or Freedom of Information requests. So you can call them and say, hey, idiots, don't you know how to do your job? Or you just like harassing civilians, the citizens that come in here, asking for legal requests of your office, and then you give us the runaround. So there's the phone number of the Davis County Records. And then we have the Farmington Police. Give the old chief there, the great old chief, Eric Johnson, give him a call and tell him how happy you are with the conspiracy of murdering Chase Allen and his lies and his dog and pony show that he put on for the news media down at his office. And he is a tyrant. He's a terrible human being. And there's his number, 801-451-5453. Ring it. Let him know how happy you are with him. Those are the phone numbers. You guys asked me for the addresses and phone numbers, and this is why I'm doing this, to present them to you. I'm not calling them and I'm not writing them. I'm just providing the information, which is public information. And you as citizens, regardless of where you're at, have the right to call and express your displeasure in the murder of Chase Allen. And, you know, you can tell the Farmington police chief when you call him up, ask him how long they planned for, how long it took him to train to murder Chase Allen, and why he turned off the body cams after 6 minutes, and why he manipulated all the camera footage angles, and why he didn't show the assassination shot by Carl Carey to the back of the head. And say, gee, if Chase Allen had a gun, why didn't Taylor Jacobson have a struggle with them? Because he wouldn't have came out of the car, would he, if he had a gun? And where was the gun? And how could Justin Butcher have seen a gun from his vantage point? You know, ask him those questions, because he's not going to ask you or answer you. And again, the important things to do is to write the Federal Bureau of Investigation, right there, located at Amelia Earhart Drive in Salt Lake City, and write the Judicial Conduct Commission to get rid of the Judge John Carl Chowski. And why? Because he had Chase Allen arrested by the sheriff in his office, in his courtroom, when he had no warrant. He used his position and violated it to the worst degree in having a citizen arrested unlawfully for no reason, for his own benefit. He did that to Chase Allen. And additionally, when you write Troy Rollins or get him on the phone, say, hey, what happened to the gun in the car and the cell phone? Why did you lose it? And why is it so hard for Utah Defender to get the information out of your lousy ass? So again, there's the addresses. Those are the people you need to write. Again, one of the most important people you can write is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And again, every time I talk about the Chase Allen murder, my dog gets upset. You can hear her barking in the background. And the other important thing is, if we want to get rid of the dumbass, Judge John Carl Chowski, there is the Judicial Conduct Commission and their address to write them. And, you know, the sad thing is, right now, Sean Reyes, our Attorney General, is in deep hot water for backing up a guy named Ballard, who was molesting women, evidently, it's alleged. And he had an organization he was taking money and skimming it off of. So I don't know if he's going to be there, so it's just better to write the Attorney General of Utah than write Sean Reyes. Attention, Sean Reyes. You know, this just shows how corrupt and crappy all these people are in government. You may not get any satisfaction, but just know this, that in the end of all these people's lives, they're going to stand before God, and they're going to have the mainspring of their mind touched by God, and they're going to blabber all their crap out, just like I have to do before God in judgment. But they're going to be accused of lying deceitfully, the worst type of lies, and murdering a young man and covering it up. That's what Troy Rollins. And I got to tell you something about Troy Rollins. Basically, what he's going to use, and he's used the word gun, all these little letters that he wrote and everything else. Just because you have a gun in your car does not give the police the right to shoot you. When he said, just knowing that he had a gun and he had control of the gun, that they could shoot, and that shooting is justified based upon that principle. That is total bullshit. I can't say it loud enough. I can't say the words eloquently enough. But I'm telling you, that's a tyrant. Chase Allen never pulled out his gun. If he did, there would have been a struggle in the car, which there wasn't. And the reason why Chase Allen was pushed back in the car by Taylor Jacobson is because if he stood up and got out of the car, he would have shown he had no gun in his hands. And gosh, their party would have been all over and murdering such a nice, peaceful human being. And Chase Allen wasn't a criminal like these police officers or our Attorney General is. They're criminals because there is no other conclusion you can come to than that investigation is total bullshit and lies. I can tear it apart, and I'm going to. And I'm going to get a copy of it. And I'll go through all the bullshit lies in it. And all the people that had their name on it, they're going to redact it. But eventually we will find out. And then we're going to bring everybody on charges. We're going to bring Troy Rollins on charges. We're going to have him brought up on charges. We're going to bring up all the investigators on charges because they wrote bullshit, lies about the Chase Allen murder. That whole investigation is only serving one purpose: to cover the ass of all those police officers that are involved. And, you know, Eric Johnson is just as guilty as if he had been down there and pulled the gun, because it happened on his watch. And I truly believe he planned all this. So again, there's the addresses. Thank you for your time. You know where to call. Ring that phone. Ring all those phone numbers that I gave you. You wanted them, there they are. It's your prerogative. Remember, there's no way that I can make you ring those phone numbers, but I am supplying the information that many of you wanted. There it is. Please help me. Please write the appropriate letters to the appropriate places and make their day tomorrow and continue to make their day throughout the year. Let them know how much cheer you have for them. Thank you so much. This is Utah Defender. God bless you and peace to you.